a Freo supporter, I'd be pretty happy.
Yeah, flag mantle.
Oh, settle down, mate. Settle down.
The VFL's 21 teams now, isn't it? Like, surely one of those is better.
He yelled out, "You just got sexually harassed." Alrighty, boys, and welcome back to another episode of From the Stands podcast. Back this week after a failure last week with the audio.
From used to, not me.
Yeah, I don't know whose mic failed.
Well, I think it was 2 of 3 of us, so that didn't go to plan.
And for once, it wasn't mine. How good is it?
Yeah. Lucky we have Google to help us out about 10 minutes ago. Otherwise, we might.
We had all week to fix it. And we're like, no, we'll just fix it 10 minutes before the next step.
10 minutes before we record. Someone help me with the mic, boys. I'm excited this week, boys. Obviously, we had all our teams had a round off with the bye. The byes are over. Thank God.
Losers this week. How good's that?
Yeah. The run of losses for Melbourne stopped on the weekend. What did you boys think of the byes?
Overall, why can't we just do 1 week of bye and no one plays footy?
Or do what they used to do, the split round.
The half and half it.
Yeah. 3 weeks, I think, is too much.
Can't no
3 is
9. You have to have 10 off and then 8 off.
Yeah.
But I reckon just a week off.
Yeah, just
I don't mind that
everyone,
either.
Yeah, a week off. Whole AFL, get on a plane, go to Bali, get on the beers.
That's it.
Get a few
Get photographs.
Get
a few photographs.
Fucking terrible mates to film everything you do, and then have the media absolutely rinse you for it.
And get your contract renewal revoked as well.
Yeah. Right, before we get into that, obviously, this week's episode is all about our All-Australian teams. So, obviously, the AFL a couple of weeks ago released theirs. We decided this week, well, since all our teams were on a bye, and we didn't think we'd have much to talk about. We'll do our All-Australian teams. So we'll go through the rules in a couple of minutes. But, let's talk about the De Goey thing, because 3.2 million, was he worth that before the scandal?
No.
It's not even a scandal. I don't know why I've said scandal.
No, it's fucking bullshit. Like, who can't have a drink on their annual leave? That's what does my head in. Like,
no, you can have a drink, just don't have shit mates around you, filming you, fucking being a dickhead.
Well, De Goey and Smith must have the same mates then.
He's not shy of a bit of hot water, is he?
Nah.
Which doesn't help. But
would you take him into your teams?
Yeah, I'd still take him at Brisbane.
Yeah, take him.
At Brisbane, but the price.
I would take him at Freo.
I wouldn't be upset if we overpaid either. Like, he's just he's like a 5-minute man. You'll get 5 unreal minutes from him, and just hopefully it's a game deciding.
But you would have to drop Zach Bailey for him.
I don't know if you saw me looking. As soon as you went, he's a 5-minute man, I was like, here we go. He's just set up Josh for a Zach Bailey comment. He lives rent-free in your head, does Zach? Rent-free. Look, it's a trauma. I was talking to Connor about it, and he was saying, and I can agree with him, when they're getting paid that much money to just not get involved, if you're getting paid that much money to play AFL for a living, just stay away from it.
Yeah.
Or do it, or be smart about it.
Just get better mates. Get better mates.
I feel like him going overseas to a different country. Yes, it's a lot of tourists from Australia go there, but he's gone overseas. He's trying to get away from everything to chill out.
You're pretty much in
2
Australia
weeks.
there.
Yeah, but you're trying to have 2 weeks off. You're trying to get away from it. It's different doing it in. Yeah. Well, probably half of those amount of boys from the Collingwood team probably went out in Melbourne too.
Is it different from doing it in Vegas?
It should be free. If you go to Vegas and get caught in an absolute coca stripper's tits, I say fair game because you're in Vegas. The AFL should have it. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
But that's the thing.
Any of these players.
That's what happened. He went over the season. Remember at the start of this season, this very season, and then he's got done again.
Hopefully he's
just
got
learn.
No court cases to settle.
Learn, true. But I think that's the biggest thing is it's happened twice in one season. You've gone overseas and made a dickhead of yourself.
It's not good.
I think that's the bigger thing. But is he worth? Well, I was going to say, so you don't think it's worth the 3.2? I think, was it 800,000 over 4 years? I think that's what they're offering.
I don't think you can, knowing that this is what it brings.
Mm.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, his value has to come down because you're basically, as a club, taking a punt on the fucking off-field shit. And that will naturally disrupt a dressing room.
If it wins your flag?
But that's the thing. Like, is it... Yeah. Obviously, if it wins your flag, you're going to pay it, aren't you? I mean, like, if you want to win a premiership window, nothing's, you're going to pay to get it. But I just think I think 800 is too much of a risk. I think 800 a year is too much of a risk for someone that could miss half a season.
Doing something stupid.
I was going to say, what he gets compared to him a lot. What if it was Dusty? What would be the repercussions? It'd get swept under, wouldn't it?
Look, this is the thing.
De Goey's not won 3 Norm Smiths.
Good. Well, let's say this. They're saying, he's the next Dustin Martin, or he's like him. What if Dustin Martin did something like that? What would the media talk about?
Dustin Martin was like on this trajectory, but he just got smarter and said, I'll stay out of the media with it. Mm-hmm. And that's what De Goey just needs to do. Like, go live your life, do what you want. Just don't put yourself in stupid situations.
You need to chat to Dane Swan about how to fucking fly under the radar by doing it. You know what I mean? Because, like, let's think. I see the side of their fucking players. He's on, he gives an annual leave, like making it like a work thing. He's taking his annual leave. He's taking his annual leave, right?
He gets his annual leave in
standard. It's not a standard work environment, though.
No,
like, but I do see the point that he's gone on leave. He should be allowed to let his hair down. Like, he's away from the club. They've given permission. But I just think, like, could you have just hired out a Villa? Got those boys in, got whatever, your Jordan De Goey, girls are going to fucking come.
Anyone.
And you just say to everyone, fucking phones go in a fucking cupboard over there. No one fucking touches them. Get as fucked up as you want. No one would have a Scooby-Doo.
No.
It's happening.
That's the thing.
But he has to go out to a nightclub in Bali where it's like, people go, holy shit, Jordan De Goey. Like, with the way social media is, someone's always going to throw someone under the bus to get a few views.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was going to say, if you did that at the end of the season, nobody would bat an eyelid at it. That's the difference. Like, he's saying it's annual leave, but you're still in the middle of an AFL season, and doing something like that's just going to get you into hot water.
Yeah. Right. I think for me, it's just the media side of it that grinds my gears. Like, I was reading something today. It was like Jordan De Goey didn't rock up to training today, and then halfway through the article, he's like, "Well, he's actually due back Wednesday," and I'm like, why is that even something that's like a story's been made about? He just genuinely doesn't come back to Wednesday, but the headline is Jordan De Goey doesn't show to training. It just journalism like that literally just does my head in.
Again, it's just that the same with the video. They're just going to do it for. They don't give a shit who they ruin.
Yeah,
if they get those clicks or those hot topic, hot press, that's all they care about. So, I can see both sides of it. I just think he needs to fucking just learn, like all the players do, with like the Bailey Smith situation. Now to go in, like there's so many players in the AFL that would be getting on the beers, getting fucking sourced mid-season after games, whatever.
I was going to say, smart. Bailey Smith and De Goey now, or all on the Terps, and all have done something wrong. Like it's. Yeah. One punch, one coke, and the other one in Bali having a good time. Like they've got to be smarter than that now, I think.
Yeah. That's it. Just gotta, like, he knows it's going to come. That's the thing. Yeah. Like, it's not like it's not like it's unexpected. It's like, no, you know you're going to get caught. You're in public being a bit of a dickhead. People are going to record you. You're going to get
whether it's right or wrong, it's going to get filmed and put on the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like, if that was, bloody Andrew Brayshaw, just absolutely, you go, what the? Like, like when it's De Goey, you go, De Goey again. So people are going to start looking for it,
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, let's move into the whole reason we're doing this episode this week. it's been requested a few times. For Robbie Spence has requested it a few times. So, and Kale and the boys, they've requested it. So, right, the rules. We've all done our All Australian team. We will have one pick each line. We're only allowed to have one player from our own teams, like that we've picked.
Yep. Well, if we're picking players line by line, I'll take Shane Mumford, Bailey Smith.
Sausage.
Oh, imagine that. Bailey Smith, DeGoey, and then Dusty with Mumford Ruckin.
and get the push-up king out of retirement.
Push up with him on top of your Jackie King. What a bit of commentary that is. Do a push up with him on top of your Jackie. Oh, that is good. I nearly forgot about that. So we're allowed to pick one player from our team ourselves. So, help each other out there, boys. What was the other one? Oh, and then at the end, we're going to get a chance to potentially change one player each.
I'll probably try and change more, but
we've got to convince the other person. So how that's going to work is obviously if I'm choosing to change Clayton Oliver, obviously Ben, probably you would have picked him. I've got to convince Josh because whoever you're changing, the person who's picked him is just going to flat out be like, no. So you've got to try and convince the other.
I am definitely up to being reasoned with if you've got good points.
Cool. But can someone else pick Clayton Oliver, please? So I don't have to use that as
my...
We'll
get into it, mate. We'll get into it a little bit.
Did you put him in yours?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's go, boys. Who wants to go first? And we starting from back line or forward line?
Yeah, back line. Come on.
Start from the back line. Back six. Cool. Get chicks. I'll kick us off.
Go.
Oh, of course you will.
Well, you can kick us off, Josh. Kick us off, mate.
Go on, Josh.
All right. My back pocket, I've got James Sicily.
Beauty.
That is interesting.
That's in one of mine. So.
I had him centre half back.
A lot of people do, but he plays deep.
That switch.
Yeah. But he plays deep. He does play a lot in that back pocket, but he's elite. Well, I was looking up, he's elite in meters gain, intercepts, and disposals. So really handy. You would have in your side.
Great player.
And a compliment to who I've got at fullback, but I'm sure that you've got somebody different.
Well, look, at fullback, I will bail Ben out here.
Yeah, I thought you would.
I will pick Jake Lever.
Yeah, that's what I thought you'd do.
I'm going Stephen May at fullback.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Stephen May at fullback.
To be fair, I was looking at Lever.
I've not pulled the stats on Stephen May because I don't think it needs to be said.
I haven't looked at any stats for anything.
Yeah, but... he's not playing, and Melbourne are shit. That is the only stat you need.
Yeah.
The thing that I had with Stephen May was there was more people the person I picked, I think, is got more elite stats than May does this year. I don't think that means he's better or not. But...
As a lockdown defender or as a intercept and then play on?
I think he does both pretty well.
I think stats.
But we'll get into it later.
Yeah. But I think stats are important when we go through this. But I also think they don't tell if you can spin stats. To tell
you can.
Whatever narrative you want.
I did try and go a bit different with mine anyway, so I didn't want it to be vanilla.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
My back pocket, Tommy Stewart.
Well, that was my fullback. So we've gone really tall in defence straight away.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, very tall. Very tall. Interesting. Also interesting to see how many players we picked that is also in the AFL mid-season. Currently, we have 3 players
off 3
in there. See, I agreed with the AFL one. I thought Waitering was a shout.
Yep.
I think he's just missed too much.
Has he only missed 2 games?
Yeah. How many more is he missing? That's like
that's where I'm thinking.
We're going till now, though, aren't we? Like we're going from round 1 to now.
See, this is my thing. Was like how much I was trying to pick a team that you could compare to the end of the year and go, how many did we get right? Type thing. Like we'll get into other players anyway, but that's sort of what I aimed for. So I didn't include him just for the games He has and will miss.
Yeah.
Are we agreeing though that we're going from round 1 to now of who's been the best in those positions? Also, we also didn't clarify it before. We're actually trying to pick players that play in those positions. We're not doing that typical AFL where they have bloody
5 midfielders,
all these all inside mids playing forward pocket and bloody all that just to fit in 10 midfielders.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm happy to move Sicily up the field if we need to.
Yeah, I think the back line we're going to have.
Backline.
I think our backlines are all going to be fairly similar, just maybe in different positions. Like Tom Stewart can play small. I know when he first come into the game, he did play small. He doesn't really do that now, but I think
brings his own footy at sometimes.
Yeah.
Chucks it in the air, claims it's a mark, somehow gets paid.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right, Ben, do you want to kick us off, mate?
Yeah, I'll
go.
Sam Doherty.
Yeah, I didn't back pocket. He's a lock for All Australian at this rate.
Yeah,
I think so.
And he's also outrageous story. Him and Sicily, coming off. Well, obviously Sicily coming off big injury last year. And then Doherty coming off the cancer battle. Mm-hmm. No one expected him to be back that quick, and
he's doing amazing. He is such a good player.
He's so good. I love watching it. He's just so clinical with the footy. Whenever he's near it, something good happens.
Yeah, it racks it up too.
Mm-hmm. Who's yours?
Josh, do you want to go next?
Adam? I can go next. I'm going to give you one, Adam, and I'm going to go Daniel Rich. I think he is playing really well under the route. Really well under the route. Yeah, I think he's playing really, really well at the moment. And looking at him, he rebound 50s is elite as well, and that's what you sort of want off that halfback flank. Someone who can get the ball and get it forward with his meters gained.
Yeah,
I'm sure you would agree. Left foot in the league.
Has since he started.
It is an outrageous left foot.
And you got to love the hair. You got to love the hair.
Yeah. Rich for me didn't make the start. He didn't make it on field, but he was a notable mention. But I'm happy he's in
apology.
there. I'm not. Not upset he's in there.
All right. So who you still centre half back, Adam?
Well, I had James Sicily.
Okay.
Well, you have to pick
half back. And then the other guy that I've got in there, I don't think he can really play centre half back.
Well, we've got 3 tolls, so we can mix them around.
I had Jack Sinclair.
Okay. Yeah, that's an obvious.
Which pains me to say because I dropped him in fantasy in the offseason. He has just been outrageously good this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far.
When I he's a mine as well, and I was like, oh, geez, is he a mid or is he off the back?
Well, he's only stepped back into the mid since Steele went out.
Yeah,
and he was doing it off the thing. He just seems to appear. Right, again, it's one of those ones he's got some really good stats, his meters gained and things are elite, but he's just, I don't know, St Kilda are boring to watch.
Yep.
Don't know why they are. They just don't. But he just always seems to appear whenever they need a get out pass.
Yep.
They're trapped in and they just need a released kick. He just seems to always fucking bust his ass to be that guy. It's been outrageous.
Yeah, I think he'll be a lock as well. Are we going to do the centre line?
Yeah.
Because you go first this time, Adam. Who are you going for? Are you going for the winger or are you going to go for the centre?
I'm going to go for the winger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to have to use I want to keep my player, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
My Brisbane player for later. Potentially.
My Freo player will get used, so this is why I'll go last.
Yeah. I'm going for Ed Langdon on the
Thank you.
Yes!
I had him as well.
I was thinking I was going to have to use my D's pick here, but thank you.
Yeah. I had him as well. You didn't pick him.
I think he is the best winger
I've
ever seen.
Yeah. Genuine winger.
Yeah. No, he's
doesn't come off the field. Yeah.
From 50 to 50, he just fucking is there. Gut running. He's just changed that role dramatically. Unreal.
Yeah. Who's your centre, Ben? Then you can go the centre player.
Centre. Well, it's really you could throw any of the mids in there.
Josh is hoping you say.
I've got him on bowl, but you can. I mean, yeah,
he's on my team somewhere.
Yeah.
Just whether I name him here or not. I had Cripps initially.
I see. I was tossing up with him, but I think he's dropped off. I don't think he's in the top mids.
Dropped off a little bit because of the situation.
Situation.
But,
He's noticed now that Mackay's back and he's helping out with Silvani. That Cripps is starting to be back to what he was.
Yeah, I expect Cripps to be there at the end of the season, but at the moment, I don't think we can put him in there with the quality of mids we have.
Yeah,
to pick from. So, yeah. So who was your centre?
I said Cripps, but you said
it's going to be Cripps.
Yeah,
no, that's right. No, we can argue at the end, so it's fine.
Yeah. That could be one of the ones we change.
Yeah,
we'll try to change.
Yeah, and this is this one will probably be one of the ones you want to change as well. So, I was looking for genuine wingers, and I decided this is where I'm going to use my Freo player, and I'm going to use Blake Acres as the other wing. I think he is one of the better wings in the competition. I was looking through, and I was looking for genuine wings.
And you look at teams unstuck too.
Yeah, I know. I was looking, and you got like the Bulldogs. They use either one of the actual inside mids out on a wing, or they use people like McNeil or McComb. I think
Bailey Smith would be a shout for it, but after what's happened, you can't go in there.
That's it. That would have been my winger. Would have been Bailey Smith. So, like I looked through literally every single team apart from North Melbourne and West Coast. And I just went, I'm going to use my Freo player here. It's Blake Acres. I think he's just had a really good start to the year. But happy to change because I couldn't.
Yeah, I thought maybe McCluggage would have been. That's who I had, but obviously it's a Brisbane.
I wouldn't say he's a genuine winger. I thought he was an inside mid.
He starts on the wing and goes into the mid.
Okay. I thought he was more of a midfielder. Yeah.
Otherwise, midfield numbers are racking up, but often he will start on a wing.
Yeah. So that's what I was looking for. Is just genuine wingers, and they just don't seem to be in the AFL at the moment. It usually just seems to be a midfielder they throw out.
With using your player, I probably should have, even though it would have stitched Eglandon up, I probably should have done that because realistically, the other two players surely should be getting picked by one.
If you didn't pick Langdon, I would have picked Langdon over Acres.
Yeah,
Langdon is the best winger in the comp at the moment.
Yeah,
that's right.
Well, are we going into the ruck line with it then?
As I say, John.
Either one. Yeah, we can go right.
Do you want to
Ben, you can start.
You're making Ben use his Melbourne player. Make him use it. And then we'll decide if Clayton Oliver's worthy of our team.
Just remember, we didn't pick Brayshaw.
I've even gone the lookalike this week in Gorney's inspiration. Put him in the ruck.
Looking good, by the way, Ben, I might say.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thank you.
I'd love to see a proper bowler, like full bowler. I'm off topic.
I'm going on holidays in 3 or 4 weeks, and I'm thinking of doing it. And
I'd say go back. For it.
Yeah, cool. All right, I'll give you an update. I was with this ruck position. I was thinking, you got Gawn, but who else is the other option? I was probably there was 2 other names that one of them's on the bench for me, but there was 2 names. I was like, I don't think that they've done enough impact to take it off Gawn at the same time, Gawn's best games are far superior than most. I think that's why I think he gets the gig, but that's my Melbourne pick, and he's my favourite player, so there you go.
Yeah, you don't
happy days.
Have it.
Josh. See, because you picked Cripps, you've stuffed up my midfield, and I could pick Oliver, but there's also another player that I'd like to put in there, but I will give you Oliver because he has to be in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I will challenge you for the Cripps.
Yeah.
Okay. Because if Adam doesn't pick my player, then I will probably just storm out of here, but that's fine.
Well, I thought you were going to pick my player.
No, see, this is what stuffed up my midfield.
You were going to pick Lachie Neale.
I wanted to pick Lachie Neale.
I think we all in agree that, like, we'll change it.
If we're happy to change the rule and let Neil in, because he's on my team. Like that's
no. Well, I'll debate it.
Where is Neil? Yeah. I have Neil currently. Yeah, I've got him on field as well.
Well, there's 4 followers, so technically one person gets one more pick, which I'm happy to take if you want me to say Neil, because I will.
Where's the 4th follower on the bench?
Ruck and 3 followers.
No, it's not. It's Ruck and 2 followers.
We've already picked center.
Oh yeah, I've already.
Yeah, you went Cripps in the middle.
That's my fault there.
No, there's 4 people already, mate. There's our first infringement for 666.
There we go. Oh. Well, I'll take that back. Yeah, well, when we debate
that was an elite joke, by the way, guys. But I'll just go fuck myself.
But anyway, so it's up to Adam. So we've got.
Well, I'm gonna pick Andrew Brayshaw because he's
cool.
Also my boy, and he deserves to be in the team.
Yeah, I know it's a biased opinion. I just think he's the best all-round midfielder at this point in time.
I think we're all going to overturn this Cripps thing, which I'm happy to do, and I'm happy to name Neil in there now if you want, because I've counted wrong.
Yep, I agree.
Yep, cool.
Well, my other, we'll get to the end, and I'll go for it.
I think we're going to get a little bit heated towards the bench because I've got a list of people here. I'm sure you guys do.
Did you? Yeah. Oh,
it's more than 4 people on the bench at the moment.
I've got about 8 people.
I want. See, I culled mine down to 4. I literally I spent about a good 4 hours on this team today. Yeah. This is what happens when you don't work.
Bit of homework by the boys. This is a change.
I know. Normally it's me typing up the run sheet like
as we go
7:20. So
I know.
Okay. Imagine having to face that midfield. Gorney, Neil, Brayshaw.
What? Just quickly, where do you see Petrarca getting in? If he does. Did you see him getting in, or did you? Because you would have him in. I know you.
I'm happy to say that he's not in the team.
Yeah,
because I think done the genuine 22. I think if we did the shonky of
just throw your half forwards as a midfielder.
Yeah, he's dead set. The easiest half forward pick to be he's kind of a forward, like therefore we'll throw him there as a mid. Yeah, he straight away locks that half forward flank.
Yeah, right. So there's your.
I think he's had a few quiet weeks in late.
And I think that's where Oliver's overtaken Petrarca. I think that's how he's gotten in the team. Because before, probably say 3 weeks ago, I'd have track in over Oliver, where now that's flipped.
Who would you have at their best? Like if they're both playing at their absolute best.
Petrarca, 100%.
And we've seen it in the grand final.
Win a game off his boot.
Yeah. The best ever grand final performance, and why wouldn't you take that?
I do think though Oliver's game now he's getting a bit older as well. He's not just that in and under.
Yeah,
he's starting to get the ball on the outside. Yeah. He's starting to get the ball on the outside a little bit. Yeah. So it'd be interesting to see if he can become damaging, with his inside 50s and what he does off his boot versus the just get it and get it out. Cool. Alrighty, let's go to that half forward flank.
This is where I think it's going to get interesting.
Because I know for a fact that Adam has been waiting for this line, and that's why he has not used his pick.
I think.
Tell me I'm wrong. All right, well, let's start with Adam. Come on.
Because I think the same players on my team. Just what line it's in.
I'll go last.
No, I want you to go first.
I'll go last.
Go first.
I'll go first, boys, and I'm going to go with the centre half forward being Big Charlie Curnow.
Yes. Good pick. Good.
That was the safest pick of the whole line. So thank you.
I know. I really. I struggled a lot with this half forward line.
Yeah, I've got 2
because there's no. Yeah. So
actually, no. There's 4 players I could have put in mine, and obviously 2 get it. But
so I have gone for playing more recent form as the one I'm going to pick. Which is going to be Toby Green.
I was going to say, did he kick 7 on the weekend? Yeah, good boys.
He got in the team off his boot on the weekend.
Yeah,
But like,
but he has looked good, but he has missed a lot of football, and that's why I was tossing up with him because I've used the same rule for the other players. Mm-hmm. But I think it makes a difference if you're missing it at the start of the year.
This goes back to we're playing people in their position, and he's a genuine half forward, and you take him over anyone else in your team most weeks. So,
and this is where I want to hear the non-biased Adam opinion before he says his biased one.
Oh, he's using this
to who I want in there.
Oh. Yeah,
I was stumped. I thought you might pick. I was stumped. I thought you might pick someone else. Because
who do you think?
I was waiting for you to pick someone else, and then I was going to pick Toby Green.
Oh, really?
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Oh, so this is interesting because I really thought you were going to pick Big Zach.
Well, I have him in my team.
I know you do. I know you
purely just for a giggle. And now I'm sat there going, this team's actually doing really well. It looks solid. Good reasons. I don't want to... Yeah. It's just be a dick.
Are we going to get to the end? Are we going to get to the end and overturn it?
I don't want you to use your Brisbane player if you don't.
Well, there's only one other guy left.
And I think
Charlie
and I've got him in my...
One of you pick Charlie Cameron, I will quit the podcast. So I am going to use my pick, and I am going to go with Zach Bailey.
Fuck's sake.
Shai Bolton not good enough for you, mate.
Shai Bolton lost his spot when he kicked 5 behinds and one of them from the goal square. And he also lost it for, you don't show the ball to Sam Doherty as you run into goal. You don't disrespect Big Doc like that.
I know.
You might have just sold Bailey disrespect.
Are you mad?
You might have
Wash
just
your
sold
fucking
Bailey
hair. No, sort your fucking hair out, mate. You look like spaghetti bolognese.
Mm-hmm. I've only had one other player that I could think of. So Zach Bailey was, because he's a genuine half forward, was probably one of the only other ones I just could have picked. So.
Like you banter, right? And when he plays forward, he's a bit smaller. He plays like a small forward. They're going to have games where they don't. You make a joke that he disappears. But when he's on, right, and take your hate Zach Bailey hat off, he's electrifying, right? Yeah. Like he's a freak. Like some of the stuff he does, he actually is like outrageously good. Like I don't get that Freo game, that goal when we're down, he picks the ball up and he shakes and bakes 3 players and kicks for 50. Suck your mum if you don't tell me that you're not a great player.
Well, he is the came-up Bailey Banfield.
Oh,
that's what we learned from the game.
Fucking do my fucking head in, and you start bringing that cunt into it, and this
he outperformed him in the same game.
Exactly. Nah.
Isn't good enough to get in the fucking 2s at Freo. Ben,
my other two for that position, we'll go through at the end, or it might even make it the bench. So
yeah,
I also struggled for that spot, that thing, because I was like, I thought I was also doing the cheating Petrarca role there, going. Oh,
I think that's the spot that he takes.
Yeah, he'll take it.
Yeah. One more forward line. We've unanimously agreed on Charlie Cameron.
Is that going to be your pick?
Yeah,
best small forward in the game.
Yeah, I'll take him. Yep.
Yeah.
And I think the other 2 are going to be the same too.
Oh, geez.
Tom Hawkins?
No.
I had
Jeremy Cameron?
No.
Because I'll pick Jeremy Cameron as much as I don't like.
I had Tom Hawkins and Jeremy Cameron too.
Well, Jeremy Cameron was in mine, but I think Max King's better.
We'll get into it, but
I think I was thinking like Harry Mackay, but he's missed too many games. There was also a shout for it. Like, Big Texan also has played well.
That was my other option as well out of those,
and missed some on the weekend. So I'm going Jeremy Cameron. So who are you going, Josh?
I'll go Tom Hawkins then.
Tom Hawkins, yeah. Which is interesting, right? Because he's not he's not forward pocket.
But you can play, but you can play 3 tolls.
Yeah.
I also was like, when I was looking at stats, I was looking at like Tom Lynch, but I just flat out refused to have him in the team.
Yeah.
That was the exact thought of mine.
I don't know how many he missed, but if he played more, he's probably in there.
He's averaging like 3 goals a game, but
I just couldn't pick a Richmond player. I couldn't bring myself to pick a Richmond player. So
absolute scum of the earth bloke as well. By the way,
see, I looked at Grimes as well for that fullback spot, and I was just like, I'm just not picking out a.
No. Interesting. All right, let's go to the bench.
So with the bench,
is there a player we unanimously pick?
I was going to say
for the bench?
I had a question here. Do you want to do like a backup ruckman, a backup mid, a backup forward, a backup back line?
Yeah,
just
I think
one
that's
of
the best
each?
way to go.
Yep. Okay.
So why don't we discuss that position?
Petrarca. Are we saying Petrarca goes in like
no?
I
have Callum Mills.
He's on my list.
Yeah, he's on my list.
Cool.
I think that was who mid. That's who I had as my backup mid.
When I looked at it,
I think he's just having such a good year.
Yeah, it hurts me that I'm not backing up Track here, but Mills is so good. I love Mills.
He's just stepped it up.
Yeah, I think Track's going to be that name that is. If this ever made any traction on social media, they'd be like, "Why the fuck's Track not in there?"
Because we don't have it. We're playing proper forwards. That's why.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
So, but I mean, Mills is disposed. I can't remember the stats, but I'm pretty sure with his disposal, he is like one of the best players by foot in the competition. Yeah. It's
tackles
nuts, and he just and he wins the ball so much. Yeah. You could he would be. I think you'd get more flat for missing Mills than you would.
Yeah.
Petrarca,
and
I think.
he wins fucking like the team win when he goes and plays fullback.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
crazy.
Yeah,
it's such a good player.
Cool.
Who's your backup ruck?
Yeah, I think we're going to have different point. I've gone Nankervis.
I had
interesting.
I was tossing up between Wits and English.
Mm-hmm. That's the two I was tossing up with. I think English a bit of a fantasy point though.
Yeah,
I feel like I've gone.
But no, he plays so well around the ground. Like if he's not winning the taps, he's still an effective player on the field. That's why I picked him.
He racks the ball sometimes. Yeah, he racks the ball. Like he seems to find space for.
Yeah, he gets the footy too.
Big man.
Yeah.
But then if you want a genuine
ruckman,
yeah,
I think he's 100 hit outs in front of the next person. But
I'm interested. English. Sorry, go on.
I was going to say why Nank.
I just think his presence on the ground has been very good this year for Richmond. He's stepped up a level this year where he tackles. I think he kicks goals. He gets the ball too. That's why I went with him. But I think you've got 3 or 4 people at that second tier. Well, the second spot in that ruck, you could really go with anyone. Wits, English, I'm not upset with. I just went Nank, probably to be a little bit different.
Yeah.
Also, as well, doing well for GFL.
Also, recency bias. Yeah. He's in one of the teams. Yeah.
GFL bias. Yeah. And he deserves it for that absolute shit we copped, by the way. Like Facebook page. I went to English in mind because, again, I think fantasy. But I also went. I thought if he with he can play, him and Gawn, I thought would play well.
Yep.
As a pair.
Yep.
That's why I went with English. So.
Yeah.
But so we're in that. So are we saying unanimously we're going Mills?
Yes, Mills.
But then it leaves 3 spots. So does someone want to take that ruck spot?
Well, we're not going with my.
Let me.
I'm happy. I'm happy to take it with English.
Yeah. All right. You take English because then
and then it leaves defender and forward for you two.
I want to take the defender because I want to put in Angus Brayshaw. Because I think he's killed it this year.
He was in my starting lineup and didn't get named, but I wasn't risking the D pick on him. I'm very happy with that.
His rebound is like incredible.
And
he had that year where he finished 3rd in the Brownlow.
Yep.
And he's done it and then people realised we cut him out of the game.
Mm-hmm.
He does nothing.
He went on the wing,
And
then there was a spot down back, and now he hasn't left. He's
and now that he's found that spot down back, I think he's come into his own again now.
Yep.
And I think he's crucial to Melbourne success this year. I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, with my forward spot, I've got 4 names here. Do I want to go?
We only need one.
Do I want to go tall? Do I want to go? I could use it for a mid that kicks goals, or I could go for a genuine small forward.
See, I had a toll. I had a toll there because I just couldn't think of a good enough small forward or half forward to put there.
See, what I did was didn't name a forward, and I put Patrick Cripps there.
Okay,
because I couldn't leave him out the team.
I'll let you pick. I'll name these 4 players, and I'll let you pick the one that goes in. Max King, Dunkley, and Caniglio.
Caniglio is definitely recency bias. He has been fucking bang average for a lot of this season.
Until they sack the coach.
Yeah.
Dunkley, I feel like could play the forward flank role. He was like in that for me because he genuinely starts there.
Yeah.
He was like another person I was thinking.
I thought of him, but I thought does he play just that bit too much, especially now that Bailey Smith's out. He's now a midfielder again.
Yeah.
But also, I had Max King.
1 round.
Yeah, I know.
Max King.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. But I had Max King because I think he's just been a very.
Is that too tall? That's my only
concern. No, I agree.
Yeah, so I'd prefer and I had this name here, which I don't think makes it, but I think I just because I love the kid, but that Ginnivan. Genuine small forward.
So I saw that in someone's team.
That's the position
media
player.
Hype, I think.
It's only because he does one thing and then does a little celebration to the crowd, and people go, "Look at that kid do that."
Yeah.
I don't think he does a lot. I don't think he does enough to earn an All Australian.
Yeah.
But I'm happy. I'll be happy with Dunkley.
I'm happy with Dunkley.
So the interchange is English, Mills, Dunkley, and
Brayshaw.
I'm very happy with that. Yeah.
All right.
What do you
Who
want to change?
Kick us off with the picks, Josh. You can kick us off. Make your case for a change.
I had Dan Houston in my backline. I did not have Stephen May.
Yeah,
too inconsistent.
He's cost us 3.
That was. By the way. Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't have much hope of him getting in unless I picked him first, but I preferred Rich over him.
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't have Daniel Rich down. No.
He was on my bench.
Yeah. Rich
I think for me, I don't think he's been as good this year as he has been. Naturally, he's fucking about 39. I think he's like 33. So I think he's like tailoring off. So I think he's been so good to now sort of just be. It feels like a drop off for me.
The only one that I thought could take his spot without I thought Dawson as well from Adelaide.
Dawson
he's had a really good.
He was on this bench.
Yeah.
So I don't mind if we change that, but Houston was the only one that I had Houston in for May.
Make your case, mate. Make your case.
Well, I'm pretty happy with the team.
That's
what I'm thinking.
How are you not arguing Zach Bailey out? How are you not arguing that?
Because I had
to go first.
Yeah, I know. I had Luke Parker in there as well because he has generally been playing as a half forward, but then he's been playing a lot of mid as well. So that's why I haven't really pushed it because I couldn't really. Yeah, and we've got Dunkley on the bench now, so you can keep him if you're happy with him.
The only forward flank that I could think of.
It's whether you guys are happy.
No, I'm happy. The only other one I could think of was Bailey Fritsch, but I think he plays a different role.
He just hasn't had the same year as he did last year, has he?
No, he's still kicked 29 goals, 2 more than Zach Bailey.
Jesus.
But I'd probably take Bailey over Fritsch.
On the half forward, yeah.
Yeah, on the half forward. If we were struggling for a pocket, I'd probably say Fritsch.
Yeah. What about you, Adam?
Cripps has to make this team.
Where?
He doesn't have to make it. Where is he going to make it? Who are you taking out?
No. Come on. He has to make this team.
Who are you taking out?
He has to make this team. Like he has to either take Mills' spot,
so does
or he
Petrarca.
has to take Brayshaw's spot.
Which one?
Angus. Like, he has to take one of those spots.
Well, we need a defender. Yeah.
But you roll
we can give
Mills
him backup ruck.
You roll Mills back there.
No.
Like, the guy's $4.50 to win the Brownlow. He's on about 15 Brownlow votes. Like, he has to make this team. I cannot understand. Like, for me, he takes Angus Brayshaw's spot
as a defender.
On the bench, I just think, I know we've gone with that rule of 4. I say we've fucked the rule.
Fuck the rule off.
Fuck that rule off. Mills can be our backup defender. He'll go down there because he has played there
fullback.
for 2 games. Yeah, he has played there 2 games. And Patrick Cripps takes Angus Brayshaw's spot for me.
We're just going to have a team full of midfielders then because Laird's missed out too. And then Petrarca's missed out.
Yeah, Laird missed like 4 games at the start of the season.
Yeah. Cripps isn't getting in.
See,
it sucks. Yeah. He's not getting in.
Go through the midfielders. Go through the midfielders. Go through the actual midfielders we've picked, and who shouldn't be there.
Akers, but he's a winger.
Yeah, no, that's what. No, midfielders, like in the guts. Because I agree. Like
that's what I'm saying.
On a normal season, like all Australian, 100% Akers out.
Yeah,
it's just there's no actual genuine wingers at the moment.
That's what I'm saying. He needs to either take Mills' spot. Or he needs to take Angus Brayshaw's spot.
Well, all right. So, what's your argument to take Mills out? What is Cripps better at than Mills?
Patrick Cripps for the first 7. No, but they're relevant of your fucking statistics, mate. Patrick Cripps for the first 7 rounds of the thing was dominating. He's been the best on ground in about 6 games this season.
Let's hear. I'm gonna.
He doesn't make it.
I'm winding you up, mate. I'm happy for him to take Mills' spot.
Nah, Josh is winding me up, mate.
I'm gonna.
Every fucking week, this prick fucking comes on here, fucking chats his absolute shite. I'm sick of it.
All right, hang on. I'm just gonna do a compare.
Because Cripps was in my original team, by the way.
No, but this is the thing. Like, this is what I said before.
Cripps as well.
Statistics, just you're gonna use your statistics to sway your argument. Like, they make a case both ways.
I'm generally looking at the stats now, and then I'll try and make an argument if I think there is one. So, a bit of dead air while I do this.
I don't know why we can't just sack off Angus Brayshaw.
Mate, because we committed to the.
We made rules.
Yeah, fuck the rules, mate.
Your rules too.
Yeah. Cripps does average more disposals, but
kicks more goals.
It's just he's got better score involvement. He's got more score involvements as well.
He's kicked about 3
I'm agreeing
goals
with you
a game.
At the moment.
Like,
he can take Zach Bailey's spot. I'm happy if that's the midfield that plays forward. No, I'd still take Track. Actually, I take that back.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I was happy like when we took Neil out, like Cripps out for Neil, purely because I genuinely thought Cripps was going to be a lock for the bench.
Yeah.
And then only as we were talking about how good Mills was, and I've realised, I've gone, hang on a minute, Patrick Cripps has missed this team.
I'm
happy. I'm happy to take Mills out, put Cripps in.
Yep.
Fucking hell, there we go. Josh has agreed with me. Wow,
I told you. You're just thinking that I'm going to change it.
He's fuming. He's fuming that he's had to accept that I was right for once.
No, we just had pity for you. That's all.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like Cripps going into like probably 4 weeks ago, like no issues going into this team.
And it's only because of the role. It's not because he's gone bad. It's only because of the role. They're making him fucking backup ruck. And now that Mackay's in there doing that job when it goes forward, Cripps is back to being a gun.
Yeah. The only player I had on my sheet that didn't make the team, and I'm a bit surprised that Dadsy didn't name it, but Harris Andrews.
I didn't have him.
I don't think he's been that good this year, man.
No, okay.
No.
I don't think Harris Andrews has been that good. Again, it could be like the Rich thing. Compared to what we've seen Harris Andrews at this season, he is just not with it at the moment.
I did look at his stats, and he falls behind Tom Stewart, Stephen May,
Wiedering.
and Wiedering's
definitely in before Harris for that type of role.
Yep.
But in things like as a proper fullback in things like 1-on-1s and that, he's dropped right down below those guys. So
he's still spoiling and intercept marks, but a lot of his intercept marks are obviously off the back of like we've got all the forward pressure and they're bombing it. Doesn't tell a story. It's not him running off his man and getting involved.
So who would you say is
Blake Acres is staying in this team?
I know. But that's a genuine thing. Is there a better proper winger than him?
I think McCluggage, but again, I'm biased.
If he's a winger, 100%.
If he's a genuine winger, like what's his like? Do we know what his averages for centre?
Because if he's a winger, McCluggage is way better than Acres.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm happy to take that. Yeah. It was just more. I couldn't find a better winger. Yeah. Like because they're just usually midfielders that push out wide.
Correct. Yeah. And if we're going to do that, that's where Mills goes.
Yeah. 100%. Or fucking push any of them out there.
Mate, to be fair, right, and again, it's not as much, so you can't do it. But there's been many games when I'm on like watching the Swans, and Mills is lying up on the wing.
Yep.
When they get their young lads through. Like,
okay.
And not enough to be considered a winger. If you go to his AFL profile, the first line is the classy wingman cements himself as one of the rising stars of the competition.
Okay, there we go. Catch you later, Blake Acres.
Yeah.
Cool. So, alrighty. So we got our team then, boys.
Yep.
Beauty. So we got backline: Stuart May, Sick Dog Sicily, Rich Doc Sinclair. Midfield centre line: Langdon on the wing, Neil in the centre, McCluggage on the other wing. Forward line: we got Toby Green, Charlie Curnow, and Zach Bailey. Pocket: Charlie Cameron, Tom Hawkins, and then Jeremy Cameron. Followers: Gawn, Oliver, Brayshaw. Bench: English, Cripps, Angus, Brayshaw, and Dunkley. Happy with that?
Very happy with that.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Beauty.
Alrighty, what a team.
We got there.
Be interesting to see when we can compare it to our end of season.
Yep.
How we go. How did you find it? Happy with it?
Yeah, well, it's pretty much most of the people I had were in there.
Yeah, like I didn't. My ones that missed out were Max King.
Yeah. He
Apart
was on my
that,
8 on the bench, not like.
Yeah. He was on my bench,
and he only didn't get the bench role because we decided not to go tall. That was all.
Yeah,
because we've got 3 big tools with Curnow and that as well.
Yeah,
awesome. Already, well, I'm pretty keen to hear what the listeners think.
Yep.
I think as well, if there's any, obviously we'll put it out on the socials. If there's any changes you would make to the team, comment on the down below or on the post or wherever you see it. Comment and let us know what changes, and then I'm sure next week when we record again, we can discuss some of those changes and whether we agree or disagree, or who knows, maybe someone's player might get picked from the socials.
Maybe.
Beautiful. Yeah. All right.
Back up Blake Acres.
Hashtag back up Blake Acres. Alrighty, boys. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again next week.
Peace out.
Awesome. Catch up.